Here he is.
Not again. We've just gone live, and Big Thumb's in the house. Hi, Big Thumb.
It says you're off air on my screen.
Well, we've just gone live.
Evening, Tom.
You're live now.
We are right live now.
You are live right now.
How you doing, Daddy?
I'm good. No introduction needed. Here we go.
Oh. Hey, look at that. She's still smiling, Rick.
Not smiling. Bloody hell, Tom. I didn't realise you were Chinese.
Cheers, mate.
That's
I
the
just
other
thought
guy.
I'd pop on at 8 o'clock and say hello.
Congratulations, by the way, to both of you.
Yeah, congrats.
I hope you all have a great show, and I'll see you next week. Love you lots.
Tom, it's going to be shit.
I'm gonna
Take care, Tom. Best show ever coming right up now.
I'm gonna watch. No green screen jokes and no drip tips flying out, please. Love you all. I'll see you next week.
There'll be none of that.
Night, guys.
Night.
Mate. Cheers, buddy.
So, welcome everybody. Sorry about that impromptu interruption, but I'm pretty sure you'll appreciate meeting baby Poppy. Tom's now a dad, joined the fatherhood club. That's all of us now, isn't it?
Yeah, that's me, you, him, and them.
That's everybody. Welcome to episode number 49. I am struck down with cold, so these two are pretty much going to run it. I'm going to do fuck all, apart from throwing the odd joke every now and then, like maybe join a very popular wholesale company and do fucking reviews still.
Bring on the fire! In fact, there's a comment just popped up in chat. Mark Turvey says, "Fucking hell, James, are you advertising enough on your wall?"
No. I'm going to get a little scroll in one of those LED things that you had, Rick.
Well, I have got a mute button because I'm going to be coughing a lot. Hang on, I need to cough.
Shut up.
He's not very well, bless him. He's a trooper.
You know what? I thought I was going to cut. I just thought, fuck it, I'm not going to bother with tonight. And I thought, well, Tom's not going to make it. James is gloopy as fuck. Damon would just talk about his own shit. So, we wouldn't have a show. So maybe I better come on.
So fucking rude.
Yeah, I know. I can't help it. I'm even more of a cunt when I'm ill as well.
In fact, when was it that James got in touch with me? Yesterday morning or this morning? I'm not sure. But yeah, can you do the show? Yeah, all right then. I guess I'll be creating content then.
Well, to be completely honest, I said let's get Grumpy on, and James went, don't want that cunt on, and I said just fucking ask him. He's bound to come on. He's a glory hunter, glory hole hunter down the services.
Gotta love a glory hole.
Nothing wrong with the glory hole.
Should we put ourselves in the shit then?
Yeah, I'll get mine over and done with, and I can mute and sort of go back to sleep. I'm Pixel Vape, Rick. Not really Pixel Vape at the moment, but Rick, and I'm on the RX200, and I'm really struggling to vape the aromerizer because I've got a cold. I cough my guts up, but I'm still fucking trooping on. Eat shit, whatever. And I'm on strawberry cheesecake. Ooh. Which is the Ultra Vapor, far better than any other brands out there that may be advertised.
Very good. Do like the Ultra Vapor.
Could maybe do with slightly more strawberry, but there you go.
I like that setup, Rick. I like that setup with the black tank and the black and white mod.
Oh, the spearmint one, I actually stripped down to metal.
Oh, did you? Oh, is that easy to do, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of. It hurt my hands after a while, so I gave up, and it's not polished or anything yet.
That looks pretty cool.
It's nice, grey and black.
Yeah, nice work.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I could even go into what grit sandpaper I use if you want to try it at home.
Are you going to do the Dremel or anything, then?
No, just sandpaper on my fingers, mate. It's just sort of let's be men about this rather than wussy out.
Grr, men. Grr.
Get well soon, Riyadh. I fucking will. I better be better by Thursday. I'm telling you that because.
You better be better by Thursday.
I will be better by Thursday because otherwise Ben will be bumming me and he'll catch a cold as well.
Ben who? Ben Uphill Gardner.
Yeah, Ben Uphill Gardening, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
You want
That's
to go
me.
next?
Who's next?
You go next, Grumpy.
Oh yeah, I've not got loads of stuff really this week. I finally got my DNA eFusion, DNA 200 eFusion back. Many thanks to James at Evo for sending me that. It only took 3 months, but there you go. I suppose that's the Chinese New Year for you. Anyway, the fuse had gone, so he sent me a brand new one, which I think is very nice. And excellent customer service, which I should mention. So yeah, new mod for an old crappy one, not bad. I've got the Griffin on, which I don't know. I still don't know about this tank. I know it's quite old school. Everything's old school in vaping if it's last week, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I know there's a revision come up for the Griffin already, the 25mm in 2 different sizes and air holes at the top and air holes at the bottom. But, you know, this airflow thing and this juice control thing, it's still way too loose for me.
They've changed that somewhat, though, haven't they, in the revision?
I hope so.
I think so, anyway. I can't be too sure. I was going to ask you what it was about it, but you've just explained there. But just, is it easy to knock, then, and just sort of close it off?
Yeah.
Or?
You know, if you're watching a film in pitch black, for example, which I think any film lover does, don't
That's
they?
a good film, that is.
Pitch Black is a good film. The sequels, not so much.
No.
You know, if you pick it up by the tank, for example, you can just it moves. The juice control moves, and it's so easy. I mean, there's no give on that airflow whatsoever. So it's been praised to high hell. This, I think it's been overhyped. I think the flavour is the clouds are fantastic.
That's a technical scale, is it? The scale.
Yeah. If I was Larry Davis, I'd give it a big out of 10. You know, it's okay though. It's okay. Still loving the glorious stout, glorious, and just what a perfect combination is the Goblin V2 on top of it. In there's custard cream from TYV, and in the other one is this Bunker toffee creme. Now, Bunker is an offshoot from Manabush.
Good old Manabush.
Yeah, good old Manabush. Good old Martin at Manabush. Love the guy. And I love his business and his branding and his juices too. He does stuff the right way in a similar way to TYV does. But this Bunker, he's gone into partnership with a local cafe, a coffee shop in Nottingham, and it's a vape coffee shop which is predominantly a coffee and cakes, but they also sell premium juices. And Martin set up Bunker, a new company for this cafe. And I got an apple strudel off him a month or so back, and now toffee creme off him. And both of these juices are really, really good. You can buy them direct from the Manabush website. They're both really, really good and deserve a bit of attention. And just, again, with the branding, really, really... Is that the right way up?
No, other way.
Just really, really nice branding. Really, really nice branding and all CLP compliant. And it tastes really good. The toffee flavour, it's like almost like a creme brulee. It's called toffee creme, but it's like a creme brulee. And it's excellent.
Does the text not have to be a certain direction for CLP compliancy?
Not anymore, apparently.
Because I was actually educated, I think it was last week, educated that originally all labels had to be printed.
Yeah.
And now they've changed it slightly, so it's actually, you can have it handwritten, like the 3 milligram or whatever, as long as it's with indelible ink and it's obviously, you know,
can't run.
You can read it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure about the branding, actually. Does that need to be on...
Well, if their logo's that way up, then their logo's that way up, you know.
Yeah. But apart from that, it's all CLP compliant, batch numbers, best before dates, and all of that good stuff. So yeah, it's nice to see that as well. So that's about all I've got right now. I'm keeping it simple.
Nice.
Like Rick.
Like me.
Like him.
Do you know what we're missing?
What?
Tom's laugh.
We're missing that. We need to.
That's better. That's better. If you could do that after everything I say,
Yeah.
after everything I say, as if you're
Yeah,
sucking. Perfect. Right, we're all doing loud laughs tonight. It doesn't matter. We need to make up for Tom.
But yeah.
That's a fucking weird laugh. That's a bit creepy.
Okay.
What's your laugh, Rick?
Ha 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 ha.
Rick's not in a funny mood tonight.
I'm not. I need my bed. That's what I need.
Right, all right, yeah. Let's not bring the show down. James, what are you vaping on? For fuck's sake!
I am vaping on. I thought I'd dig this Cooper out, seeing as it had batteries in. So the Cooper Plus 200 watt mod, which isn't bad really, a really cheap 200 watt. I don't know whether it is 200 watt. And I've got the CCI Triforce on there.
Boo!
Still an awesome tank. It's my favourite tank on the world. And then in that I have got custard cream.
Oh, that's a good question actually. Damon.
Yeah.
Triforce or Griffin?
Oh, fucking hell. Triforce.
There you go, Karen James, sorry.
Yeah, Triforce. Custard cream, still my number one juice, my favourite juice. Cane that stuff. And then I have got in the RX 200 on the Velocity, I've got some Headbanging Boogie from Charlie's Chalk Dust, which is a very nice juice too. And I'm still using that cotton candy, which is just an awesome wick. I was just watching it today, and the way that it just absorbs juice is awesome, isn't it?
It does suck it in amazingly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Rather than just standing on the surface of the cotton waiting 10 seconds, it just immediately...
Yeah. Yeah, when I wick the Goblin with it, the Goblin Mini, just to test it out, you just put a couple of drops in each of the juice channels, and it just soaks it up straight away.
I actually got told a tip, and this involves sucking in juice, by the way. I actually got told a tip when you're entering cloud competitions. I can't remember who told me. I think it might have been Chris or James, but when you got your RDA, right, and you're putting juice on it, on your wicks and your coils, to keep pulsing your coils, and you'll see the juice actually suck in beyond the coil. And as soon as it doesn't suck in anymore, you've got enough juice on there for the comp.
Who said that to you?
It's either James or Chris, I think.
James from the Yorkshire Vapor?
Yeah.
All right.
It's one of the two. But yeah, it's actually quite a good tip.
I'll have to try that out when I'm blowing them all away at the World Series cloud competition.
Are you entering?
No. I'll be too busy to enter that.
Well, you know, being Paradox's reigning champion, I'm not going to bother.
You're gonna resign undefeated, are you?
There you go, Legend. It was James that told me that.
Legend.
Yeah. James from the Yorkshire Vapor.
That's him. Not everybody knows that James is from the Yorkshire Vapor, though, do they? You know, let's not get too in crowd here. Let's welcome new people as well.
I think that Dale likes to keep James a secret because he is ginger.
Yeah.
After all, he's lucky he wasn't chucked in a sack with some bricks. Oh dear. Tom, come back. Welcome to the most boring episode of Vape Talk UK. You might as well go watch the fucking football.
It won't be boring. It'll be fun.
We really should do a live score update, shouldn't we, as England beat the Netherlands?
Oh, see, well, if we would have gone through the new thing, I could have just put an overlay up of just the football. Anyway.
Football anyway, it's old hat.
Fuck knows.
Football.
Right. Where do we go from here then, guys?
Well. What do we have on the news front, David?
Well, I think you should do... I think everyone in chat will have seen this, but maybe a few people out there who aren't in chat won't have done. Go on, James. Get up.
have you got the picture of it?
I have not got the picture, but I will put a link in any moment now. What James is talking about here, guys, is this new stainless steel coil from Jabo, which looks set up for Jabo to release a new atomizer for me. Rick, will you just share the shit out of this, please? That is in our...
Oh my god, sorry.
Because I can't actually put links in chat until you make me a mod.
Well, that's never gonna happen.
Bitches.
There you go.
Yeah.
So here it is.
There it is. Yeah, Jabo's designed this new stainless steel coil, and it's not. It's more of a heating element than a coil.
Yeah.
And the internal diameter of it is 5.5 mils, which
That's
is
fucking massive.
yeah, that's a huge diameter. And we were talking about it earlier on, and we were just thinking, how many RDAs at the moment is that going to fit in? You could probably squeeze it in a velocity.
Yeah, velocity deck. It's.
If you did it, yeah.
Or maybe a new dripper from Jabo.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He's now going to he's now going to create a new or design a new RDA, I think, by the looks of it. But it does look a nice bit of kit. It's called the Notch Coil.
But how much cotton are you gonna? How is this gonna wick? I wonder. You know, I mean, he's obviously done his R&D intensively, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Because the stuff that he's been bringing out recently has just been, he's been knocking it out of the park, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. He seems to be the man to go to. But he says it's a consistent, even heating area, so rather than a candle coil which blows from the centre out, or should do when you do it properly, this apparently is going to just have an even heat spread across the coil itself. And you've got non-conductive plus and minus leads. And I saw a thing on, I'm not sure what I saw.
Non-resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Non-conductive, he says. So, it's obviously
non-conductive, that doesn't make sense. Are you sure?
No. Yeah, it's what he's got listed on the Instagram of it. Non-conductive.
It says non-resistant.
It says non-resistance. It says consistent, even heating area and non-resistance plus and minus.
All right, must have put it wrong on Instagram then. But yeah, and it's interesting how he does it as well. The way he creates the coils is there's no welding involved. It's just through electrolysis. He just puts the two pieces of wire together, and it creates a bond. Once one of them's got current coming through, really clever stuff.
This is not something we're going to be able to recreate at home, is it?
I don't think so, and no, I don't think so. But it's going to be interesting to see how long it lasts as well.
I mean, I couldn't even be asked putting a Clapton coil together, but looking at that thing, I mean, unless anybody in chat knows differently, but I can't see any way without some fairly specialist kit that you're going to be able to recreate that thing at home.
Yeah, it's you're going to need a CNC cutter, aren't you, to do that? Because it's not. It looks like it's taken out of one sheet of stainless steel. One small sheet.
Yeah, and with holes cut out of it. Yeah,
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's got no ramp up time with it, so it's going to be very interesting to see how it goes. But as you say, in the wick, the amount of cotton you're going to have to put in that.
Jesus Christ, cotton candy are going to be just jumping through hoops about this thing, aren't they? Wow!
So yeah, stay tuned for a release of a Jabo RDA and Jabo cotton.
Okay. Yeah, Matt Chinisi says non-conductive. On what?
Yeah, it just says it on his Instagram, Jabo Designs on Instagram, but...
Well, are we looking at the same thing? Because I can't see that. I can't see that non-conductive thing. For me, it says...
It might be a different... Might have been a different picture. It
Maybe.
might have come up a couple of times. Yeah, it does look good. Going to be very interesting to see whether it is going to be a game changer or... You know, also the price point's going to be a big seller, isn't it? If it's going to be a decent price.
I think this does look really, really interesting, but I think I'm more interested in the device that it's meant for.
Yeah.
Because you know, it needs to have a big enough area like the deck like the velocity.
Yeah.
So he must be coming up with a new idea with regards to the deck as well, I would think.
Yeah. That's yeah. See, if that's the case, then it's not going to be a massive seller, is it?
I can't see it being a massive seller anyway. It's very, very niche. Well, no, okay, all right. We're like 2% of the vaping army in the UK. So of that 2%, it's still going to be fairly niche. The people who'll get into this, I would imagine. You know, Joe Otway says massive RDA. Chuck a tampon in it.
Yeah, you could to wick it.
Only way of wicking that.
It looks like a fucking shit. to be blatantly fucking honest with you, it looks like a pile of crap.
Wow, Rick, that's such an educated response. Come on, tell us why.
Bring back. What's wrong with Camphor? It works. What's wrong with stainless steel? It works.
That is stainless steel, you goofball.
Yeah, but why reinvent the wheel?
Because we need innovation in industry. Innovation breeds business, breeds profit.
Yeah, but the problem is you're over-engineering something.
Well, it depends how it works, doesn't it? And, you know, I like stainless steel. I like working with stainless steel. I like the surface area it creates from being a lower resistance. I like the way that you can use it in power mode and temp control mode.
You can get stainless steel wire.
You can get stainless steel wire. I'm not such a fan of hearing the news that dry burning stainless steel may not be too good for you, but there you go. I'm still doing it.
Yeah.
Dry burning rubber isn't good for you. No one complained about that.
You don't vape condoms, Rick.
Well, I don't know.
I kind of like it, and I think that you know, with it being such a large surface area, and the fact that it's going to heat up equally across the coil, if it's called a coil, I think that's quite innovative, and I think it's going to be. I'm definitely looking forward to trying it out. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you know, innovation's something that has been a bit low in the vaping game over the past 6 months or so. And so seeing like Yeehee and Jabo coming up with some interesting new designs for heating elements is potentially fascinating. So I'm looking forward to having a crack.
Yeah, there's not been too many other innovations, has there really? So it's just nice to see. You know, Jabo's since he designed, or helped design the RX and the DNA Relu, then I think you know he's
re-engineered the DNA.
Eh?
Can we just once and for all come to an agreement on the pronunciation of Relo?
Rolo.
It's Relo.
I'll give you my last Relo.
Yeah, roll over.
I'm not in the mood. Got a headache.
Actually, just while we're completely on a different subject, Leah, I think she's new in the chat. Is Leah she?
Leah was in last week as well. She's my girlfriend.
All right. Well, if she's your girlfriend, you should answer this question. Hey, what's the lowest you would build on a mech? Completely unrelated, but
0.0006. Not really. That's a lie. Don't listen to the guys in chat.
I would start off at 0.2.
Well, 0.3, 0.2 is a starting point until you actually get confident.
Hang on a sec. If you're starting on mechs, I would start a bit higher than that. But
like what?
The trouble is with a mech, if you start up too high, the ramp up time is so long.
Yeah.
You need to, you know, a mech works low. So, you know, 0.0, like Rick said, 0.3, 0.2, that's, you know, I wouldn't look at how low you can build, because what's the point? If you're going to build super low, are you entering a cloud comp?
Yeah.
You know, if you want a nice vape from it, then 0.3, 0.2.
Yeah, and like is Greg says, don't go below 0.1 if you want to stay safe. Just don't do it.
No.
Yeah, the other thing as well is maybe consider picking a thinner gauge as well. There's no point in using 20 gauge or 22 gauge. The ramp up on that is ridiculous, even at 0.2. You want to use a thinner gauge like a 26 or a 28, and just AWG, and that'll aid the ramp up time. I need to rebuild my Doge actually.
Just a second. There's someone in chat that's named themselves Damon Fairhurst. Can you kick them, please?
No.
Quantum Vape Superstore. Yeah, he's advertising. Get him.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he is. Andy's doing that. That's not me doing that, you dick.
Quantum Vape Store. That's Zoe. It does Quantum Vape, doesn't she?
Zoe, you're a prat. If it's you, you're a dick. Why not? Why take my name, you dick?
Because they're a dick.
I think they've been kicked.
Good.
I think. I didn't ban though, because it might be Tom.
Oh yeah, it could be Tom. Yeah.
Anyway, why are you getting so touchy about your name? Someone coming as me, and
I'm not a huge fan of people taking on my identity and posting whatever shit they want in chat, Rick.
I'm pretty sure there's other people called Damon Fairhurst.
There is nobody else in the world called Damon Fairhurst.
Right, I'm going to Google Damon Fairhurst, and the first picture that comes up, that is you.
Yay.
Okay, so we've got some real-time fun going on. We should all laugh, really.
Oh, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Be very careful. Actually, it's public consumption. Go for it.
You Google Damon Fairhurst, and the third picture is the most interesting picture. Look at the third picture. Who's the third person along? It's Damon!
What the fuck? How could that possibly happen?
He's probably tagging you when he does his reviews, putting your name in the tags.
Oh, no, that was when they were trying to raise money for Waterworld from you.
Kelvin did that, did he?
Apparently so.
My opinion's changed of him then. I like him a lot.
Well.
Only joking, guys. Let's move on.
Bollocks. Speak out your ass. Anyway. Maybe not. I got something to talk about actually.
Do it.
Just sprung to mind. Now, as we know, there are more and more people Instagramming, Facebooking pictures of them holding juice, right?
Yeah.
Now, this is how I fucking hold my juice in my hands like this, yeah?
Yeah.
It's like opposing thumbs sort of helps with the gripping of juice, yeah?
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you hold a bottle of juice like that, you cunt?
It's called style. It's called...
There's no style in that. You look like a spastic.
Hang on, can we just put that picture up, please?
Look.
Where have you got all this craft vapory juice from, Rick?
I won it, didn't I?
You don't like it though, do you? I'll have that.
Yeah, so look at that. Look, motherfucker. What's wrong with fucking holding them like that?
Can you put the picture up, please, Rick? I haven't seen this one.
No, well, you should be regular in the group then. I can't put my juice down now. Hang on, I'll find this picture. You carry on talking.
Yeah, I thought. Well, it's served its purpose, hasn't it? Because we're talking about it. Kaboom!
What?
I can't even remember who you work for anymore, but Matt Chinesi's in the chat.
We got Poppy Wood in chat.
Your boss, James, Matt Chinesi.
My boss, yeah. Matt's getting me coffee to Vape Jam. You told me, didn't you, Matt?
He is your boss, though. Right, I'm trying to find this picture. Oh, here we go. Right. This is James out on a photo shoot somewhere. Who would fucking hold their juice like that?
It's the Vulcan Death Grip.
Oh yeah, and then the spoof come about. I done the spoof, the Vulcan trainer.
Oh right, okay.
And this is James For years I've been having trouble doing the Vulcan V hand signal, but now with the Vulcan trainer, you can look a cunt every day.
Vape long and prosper, James. Let's mind meld.
I thought that was very good. I liked it, and it's done it served its purpose because everybody's talking about it. Well done.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And next week I shall be trying that one.
Wow.
Look at that.
Yeah, let's try it. Just take a screenshot.
What flavour is that, James?
Wait, what? I don't know. It's empty. It's headbanging boogie. That one.
Headbanging boogie.
Yeah.
What's the flavour profile?
It's like a creamy blueberry kind of vape.
Is it good?
Headbang. Headbanging.
Yeah,
Banging.
it's all right if you like blueberries. It's got a really good blueberry flavour.
Oh dear. Oh, apparently we got Thomas Wood in the chat, but it's not Thomas Wood.
Anyone seen Poppy? I left that so they.
All right. Should we move on?
Yes, let's.
Yes, you crack on. You said you got millions of things to talk about.
Well, I haven't got millions of things, but I have at least come to the show with some content.
Well, can you blame me for not?
Right. Let's put this out to chat for a moment, shall we? What would you consider is the most watts, the most power you would need to put into an RTA? Can we just have a chat? Yeah. You know, what would you consider is like the sweet spot, or what is the most power you would ever put through an RTA?
Right, I've got a 0.3 build in the Goblin, which is all built in there, and 40 watts is fine for that.
Yeah. I mean, in the Goblin at the moment, I've got mine's 0.4, and I'm on about the same. About the same. Rick, what about you? You've gone back to mouth to lung, so like 12 watts is enough for you.
No, the Rose I regularly fire at 20. 20 watts, but no, on the Aromerizer, I 60 watts, and then the Goblin Mini, because I got NI 80 in it, I vape that at 40 watts.
Yeah. That's a bit different though, isn't it? Alright, so most people in chat so far are saying matching EC 150 watts. Well, you'd have to probably be on the mouse to put something like that through, wouldn't you? 14 watts for me, says Kelvin Guy.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Kelvin's in chat. That'll be Tom then. Matching EC RTA, sorry, 100 watts. Fuck tanks, somebody says. Stevie P, 50 watts, 30-ish average. All right, so nobody's gone above 100 watts, have they? So, Rick.
Matt says 100 on the Griffin.
150, yeah, it says 100 on the Griffin. So 150 watts, I think Matt Giunisi said he was the highest gamer. But this new thing, here comes the Tornado. 300 mofoing watt.
Jesus.
Not only that, but the build deck, it's got a velocity style build deck, but it comes with two build decks. One that takes 4 coils, one that takes 6 coils. Not enough coils.
What the fuck is that?
That is a 24mm diameter atomizer.
Look how fucking insane the 6 coils is. And they're Claptons he's got in there. That's that's like the Photoshop we done a while ago.
It's very, very similar. Fucking hell, Rick. Mate, we were groundbreaking all those months ago, and these
innovators, not imitators.
It's a clone.
Fucking cunts. Oh dear.
Yeah, we should have put that design out and said, build this bastard. Because it is getting towards the point where, 300 watts, 6 coils, wow. Just wow.
Jason Harris, that's for someone with a really small penis. No, I'm not going to use it. Chris J bullshit. Did Rick design that to real Thomason? No, that is a genuine tank.
No,
as
I'm
far
not
as I'm
trolling
aware.
anybody here. This is from iJoy. This is a legit tank. This is no troll. It's real. I mean, I know April Fool's Day is 2 days away, but you know, it's not an April Fool's Day gag. This is a real fucking tank designed to go to 300 watts. So I was racking my brain. What's a box mod that will go to 300 watts? Or a stacked mech? And, you know, I found this, which I'll show to you now. I don't know, does anyone in chat know of a 300... Do you guys know of a 300 watt box mod?
There's one that claims to be, I can't remember the name, but it's only two 18650 batteries, so or is it three? No, it's three 18650 batteries. But
Stick this up, Rick.
Fucking impossible. That's the one, I think.
You see, if iJoy were clever, they would have brought out a 300 watt box mod, wouldn't they? But there's not.
You need 4 or 5 bloody 18650 batteries.
Yeah, to hit 300.
300 watt mod with temp control.
It's not going to happen, is it? 300 watts from 3 18650s.
It's just like, what's the point? When's it going to stop?
I don't know, because like you get up to 500 watts, and you can get fucking 500 watt generators. You know, why not just stick one of them in a backpack?
I like the write up on it. You could toast some bread with it. You could dry your hair. You could move a 176-pound object up a 6.5 foot flight of stairs in 5.2 seconds. You could keep 75-gallon fish aquarium warm. I wouldn't recommend putting it in water though.
No.
You blend yourself a smoothie. Basically, they're telling you everything that 300 watts can do.
It's a lot of power.
And not one of them.
It's not going to hit 300 watts though. That's the thing.
No, it won't. No, no, it won't. No, it won't. And also, you know, $49.99 that box mod. I'm a bit more interested in the tank.
Yeah. Yeah. You should send them a cease and desist order, Rick, I reckon.
To be honest, I couldn't really give a shit. I couldn't care less. To be honest, people will do what they want to do, and the problem is with a 300 watt box mod, claiming to be a 300 watt box mod at 35-40 quid, it's just going to attract the new vapors in, isn't it? It's going to be the ones that sort of haven't necessarily done their research, saw 300 watts on the box and thought, fuck it, you know. My light bulb's only 50 watts.
Yeah, well, you're lucky to have 50 watt light bulbs.
Why?
We can't get them up here.
Why not?
Manufacturing problems from the floods.
Did you see that post from Grim Green this week about what he reckons is the best mod out there at the moment?
No.
No.
The 100 watt temp control e-leaf.
I don't believe him.
That's what he's saying. He says it's the best out there at the moment.
I think Grim Green's full of shit on this one, and I don't mind saying it. Maybe I might put up a response video tomorrow.
Oh, fucking hell. All about the numbers, all about the views.
Oh, yeah. Do a first look response video.
Seriously, come on. I mean, well, I've got some e-leaf stuff to come on to, actually, in a little while, but it's not the 100 watt TC, because that's an ugly looking mother. You know. I don't know, I like some kind of style in my mods, not just power and temp control.
News just in, by the way. England versus Netherlands, 0-0. No surprise there.
No surprise there.
Not that anybody really gives a shit. Oh!
Yeah, bullshit. Did Rick design that?
Oh, we've been through that already.
Alright, fair enough.
However, what I will say is Dale's just posted something.
Yep.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
The OC coming soon.
Now, I tried that at the birthday party, and that is a really good juice.
That's a really nice ad, actually. Well done.
Yeah. Is that right? Okay. Is that orange? That's orange and chocolate, obviously.
It's orange peel and custard.
Oh, custard. Sorry, not chocolate. Yeah, orange and custard. Yeah, sorry. It sounds interesting. I actually can't wait to try it. I never tried it.
I think
It
you
was
might have missed the
really
trick.
nice.
Orange and chocolate custard. That would be good.
It reminded me of like an orange popsicle or orange creamsicle and custard. It was really nice.
Apparently, it's on its way to us all.
Is it?
Will we be the first to review it?
Well,
James will be the first to. No, Tom. Tom will get a first look, won't he?
yeah, oh yeah, first look.
First look.
Tom's first look.
Look at the bottle.
Alright, guys.
I'll come back later. First look.
What we do about them flavours, and the flavours are really rich, and it's got so many flavours. It's got one flavours in it that's the flavour of the flavour. Anyway, that's my first look.
Yeah, I'd just like to say, Rick, for calling me a spaz last week, which is not particularly politically correct, you have gone down in my estimations.
Well, you know, truth hurts, as they say.
It does hurt. It does. I hibernated for 2 days and I've decided to drop the scoring as a result of that. It's so bad.
To be honest, David, I wasn't even talking about you. But
Oh, were you not?
no,
I was bloody convinced you were. Who were you talking about then?
I'm not going to say the name. It's possibly someone that tried to cause drama with James last week. But
Oh, all right.
yeah,
Okay. All right.
possibly. Someone with a flavour profile of of you know, they can't even pick out flavours and have to read them off a website. That kind of person. You know.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
But we're playing the not going to mention no names game like they did last week.
Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Should we? Can I close this tab down then on the 300 watt? I mean, what do chat think about this 300 watt bloody tank? When is this like arms race gonna end? What are we getting to a point where we're gonna get like a half a kilowatt mod? Because I don't know. You know, it's important to remember, I think, why we all got into this game in the first place. And that was just to stop smoking fags.
Yeah.
For me, anyway, it was just to stop smoking fags, improve my health, improve our expenditure in and out. And I just feel like we're getting to a point now in vaping where the arms race is becoming ever more bloody ridiculous.
But it's getting more and more ridiculous on one side of the spectrum, but then on completely the other side of the spectrum, there's still people that haven't really fucking heard of vaping. I was speaking to someone today, and he doesn't smoke, but his son smokes, so he's obviously looking for something to get his son to stop. He smoked for 30 years, and then used nicotine gum about 11 years ago.
Yeah.
To get off of it, and he still uses nicotine gum to this day.
Jesus. Nicotine gum. Still using it. Obviously.
He only has like 3 sticks a day, but you know it's like it's got to be a psychological thing, hasn't it? Really?
I think fair enough on that though, really.
Yeah, I mean it's worked for him, and at the same time, if it is a psychological thing, at least it's stopping him from going back to the cigarettes.
Yeah.
Anyway, the whole point. Go on, sorry.
Yeah, he's probably enjoying the positive benefits of nicotine, though, isn't he? As well.
I would imagine so, yeah, because like we were talking about last time I was in, you know, nicotine is a drug that is a poison, but can also be beneficial to your lifestyle.
Yeah.
But one of my main points is I was talking to him and I said yeah, vaping, you know, because I said I was going away this weekend. He said, where are you going? I said, London. He goes, I've done anything. Yeah, blah blah. You don't need to hear the whole story. Anyway, I told him I was going up to EXL, to a vaping expo. And besides him thinking it was very, very gay to go to a vaping expo because he's never had any experience of this whole fucking the whole industry, he was actually very, very interested. So I sent him the link to Vape Talk UK, and I believe he's watched a few episodes so far, which is quite cool. But all made me to get his son off cigarettes, you know, just to say, look, there's a different alternative out there. You don't have to have fucking gum or Champix or the other shit, whatever it is. So hopefully I'll encourage him more to push not push his son, but to advise his son on
That's
different stuff.
absolutely a good thing. You're going off on a tangent, and obviously that's because you're.
I don't give a fuck.
All right, fair enough. But what we were really discussing was like how much power do we need? Because it's becoming like PCs upgrading year after year, or a PlayStation upgrading year after year. Are we eventually going to get to a 500 watt, a 600 watt, a 700 watt device? Because I remember like when the DNA 40 came out, and people were saying, "Oh, 40 watts is plenty enough for anybody," even though people were obviously vaping at higher wattage through mechs and whatever then. But I don't know. I just find it potentially troublesome and worrisome.
Especially if they're affordable. In terms of, like, a new vapor, got 40 quid in his pocket, or her pocket. Oh, look, 300 watt box mod.
Well, we know that Spartan box mod's up for $49.99, and that iJoy 300 watt Tornado, which they TM'd very stealthily, I guess, to fuck off Totally Wicked. I don't know. You know, you're going to be able to get the Atty and the box for less than 100 quid, I would imagine.
Yeah, there's a Tesla got a Tornado tank as well out, so it's going to be interesting.
They're going to take them to court then, because apparently that Tornado that we pictured before has got a TM on it now.
Oh, see, the thing is, anybody can put a TM on a product until it's challenged. You don't actually have to officially own the trademark.
But if you do actually officially own the trademark,
then the other person's in trouble.
Yes.
Yeah. Joe Otway, it's a bit my dick's bigger than your dick, isn't it?
Yeah. It is. I reckon so. I don't know. You know, it seems to me that it is a bit like Ferrari Testarossa, but without having to spend the money.
Yeah, I think it's the cloud game, though, isn't it? It's do you even blow clouds, bro? That's what it is. It's once you reach a certain power, the flavor doesn't improve. It doesn't get better. It doesn't improve the taste of it. So all it's doing is amplifying the amount of vapor you can produce.
Every time Ben Gardiner gives me a mod and an Atty to have a go on, which I vape on for about 1 second and then cough and splutter my guts up, I can't taste anything at all. I genuinely, every time Ben, it's only a couple occasions, but whenever Ben's given me something that's been powered at about 200 watts, to me, I can't taste any flavour. It's just heat. And that's not knocking Ben at all, you know. If it works for him, that's bloody great. But I don't know, it's just, it worries me. 300 watts, just crackers.
Yeah.
You alright, James?
Yeah, just
300 watts.
Yeah, 300 watts, not good. I'm on a Triforce as well.
Turn it up, James. What did you want?
Just 80.
Just 80. The Triforce will do 150 though, right?
Yeah, depending on what coil you got. I've only got a 0.5 uncoil in this, and that's anywhere between 80 and 90. But 80 is fine for me. It's just a nice flavour at 80. It's not too warm.
Just had a question in. Can we talk about the Bachelor? Is it? Let me try and find this. From Alan Butler. Hi, folks. Can we talk about the Bachelor RTA? Oh, the Bachelor.
Bachelor, as in a single man who may be a pedo.
Oh, God, we're not back on that.
I don't like the name.
How can a bachelor be?
No, let's just move on, Rick. Let's not get in this quagmire. Let's not do that. Let's just move on from that little faux pas and just move on.
So basically, David, you're saying every single man potentially is.
Every single man.
What was the word you just said? Potentially.
Yeah,
let's move on to The Bachelor. Anyway.
Oh, really? You retracting your statement?
I don't like your name, Damon, says the
Yeah, let's go on here. There we go.
Actually,
Okay.
Ray Lopez has got a point. I do appreciate the mods limiting the amps to 25.
Right, hopefully that build deck is recessed on that then, because that looks like a very shallow build deck.
It does look small, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What's is there anything innovative about this at all?
No.
Apparently it's the easiest RTA to build.
Bollocks.
Bollocks.
Do you know what? I don't think that's a really good good picture.
Does it glow? Does it have that like LED glowing stuff as well?
I want to see how it all goes together.
Yeah, break it down, Rick. Break it down.
Right.
You've got coffee.
Okay. So by the looks of it, it's got top fill.
Yep.
Top fill. Wow.
They're all fucking going for this timer. Here we go. That could be a better one. Shame it's a tiny freaking image. Right.
I think we should move on from the Bachelor. I don't think it's doing anything different from anything.
4 mil capacity. Well, no, it looks like basically what you do is you buy the coils and you just drop them in and tighten it down. By the looks of it.
Right.
Well, right. And what is innovative about that? It's got no posts. We've done that.
Yeah, postless.
Can it only take a single coil?
I don't know. Like I say, I'm just responding to someone in chat. You know, just interacting with our audience.
Yeah, I'm not great. It doesn't float my boat anyway. Really, it looked like as well the RBA deck on there. It was all foils, which is, you know.
I know it's a completely different thing. It's not a tank, but I'm really more looking forward to the. Get ready for this, guys, in chat, Dale, especially the tsunami.
Yeah, that does look nice.
I'm more looking forward to the tsunami. I think it's a. Can you put a picture up, actually, Rick?
Well, hang on a sec. I think I just wanted to go back to the Bachelor because if you think about it, postless, yeah.
Yeah.
If it's postless, you're gonna have a smaller chamber.
Yeah.
So a smaller chamber creates more flavour, potentially.
Potentially, yeah.
Put the picture up again, Rick.
Anthony Wilson in chat has said Bachelor's an alright RTA, best thing, closest thing to a budget rose I've seen.
Closest thing to a budget rose?
Yeah. Have you actually used one now, Andy?
Oh, well, it looks a lot different.
It does look a lot different to a rose. Postless doesn't mean it's going to be any good.
Anyway, I'm not going to bother with getting the picture up again because I'm feeling particularly lazy. What did you want? The tsunami?
Tsunami.
Yeah, the tsunami. We were discussing. We were discussing the old Geek Vape before. It's something I learned in the last couple of weeks. Geek Vape is owned by nobody. Kanga. Geek Vape is owned by Kanga, and I'm not surprised either because they've kind of been making revisions of Kanga for a long time now. And you know, I think they needed a new brand, and Geek Vape seems to be a cool brand. A lot of people like that particular RTA, but this looks good, doesn't it? Kennedy Airflow. What can you say? Kennedy Airflow and Velocity Deck seems like a partnership made in heaven. And the thing itself, you know, I think it's just a really, really classy looking design as well. Minimal. And it comes, you know, it's only about 20 quid, and it comes with what? How many drip tips?
I don't know.
You've got your 510 adapter, and then you've got the chuff cap on the top of that as well.
The best thing about this is, though, I think, personally, it's got an adjustable 510.
Yeah.
So you can put it on your mechs.
Yeah.
And also, what else? What did we say before that?
It's got a Kennedy airflow, well, kind of Kennedy airflow, still coming in the side, but then it goes through the 2 tubes.
Yeah.
And you've got the velocity deck on top of that. Comes with a 510 adapter, so if you wanted a 510 drip tip in there, you could use that. And also, it's got the chuff cap on top.
I think three different drip tip configurations. It comes with all in with the 20 quid. It's just amazing. But then if it's built like this, then I don't know. We'll see, won't we?
Yeah. But it looks quite a tall chamber as well, isn't it? So it'd be plenty of cool vape in that as well. So you
hang on. It's an RDA. I thought it was an RTA.
RDA.
RDA. So I'm
just going to mute myself.
Of the RDA about it or coming up soon, I'm looking forward to getting that in the next couple of days. It's been reviewed well. Those who were lucky enough to get advanced review copies. Yeah.
When's it been released for sale?
It's tomorrow.
And has anybody got it on pre-order at the moment, or anywhere in stock?
The silver ones are in stock everywhere. Well, bjuice.co.uk have got them in now at about 20 quid, unless group discount. That's less than that. So they're on sale at BJuice. I think they're on sale at Evo as well. I think Dale said he was going to get them in, but I'm not sure whether he has.
I might have to see if we can pick one up at Vape Jam.
Yeah. Oh, another thing I wanted to talk about as well, since we're talking about new products.
Yes.
I want to talk about the eFusion Duo.
Oh,
so
right.
It's a DNA 200 board, but it's Duo 18650, 133 watts. And it looks slick as fuck. Well, it basically looks like this, but you've got a sliding panel, you've got two 18650s which you can put in, or you can take out the sled and put in LiPo even.
Yeah, that's been they've. I remember when there was talk of that. So it's been released, is it?
Yes. I mean, they're very hard to get hold of at the moment. I know. Is it Vape Geek?
Vape Geek.
Yeah, Vape Geek.
Geek.
Are getting some in. But it's definitely something I'm interested in anyway, because I mean, I've had no problems with my DNA 200. Well, the fuse hasn't gone in it yet.
Would you like a link there, Rick, so that we can show? Actually, it does look very nice. Yeah, here you go, Rick.
Have you got a link?
Yeah, there you go. It does look nice. Yeah. I like the sliding panels on it, because I think the thing with this is, I heard about this. You can exchange the panels for like abalone panels and wood panels and
that's
kind of something that they missed the trick with the DNA 200 eFusion.
That's the actual. It just shows you can have your two 18650s, or you could take out the sled and put a LiPo, which you could buy separately anyway. From all accounts, it's a bit of a pain in the ass to change them over, but once you've done it once, I don't think you can do it again. I know the Vaping Bike had done a review on it, so watch that if you
scroll down a bit, Rick.
No, that's just the image.
Oh, right, okay.
The only issue I have with that is it's encouraging people to handle lipos. And,
I wouldn't be comfortable myself.
No, I don't think I would. I've never done that. I've never handled a lipo, but I know that they are a little bit more temperamental than 650. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, but all you're doing is plugging it in. You're going.
But you still got to take it out, haven't you? And then store it somewhere. How many people are going to store a lipo like an 650 just lying on the side?
Well, I didn't leave mine lying on the side. I put mine in cases.
Yeah.
I put mine in cases and I set it on top of the radiator.
Is that before you boil them or after?
After, of course. You've got to boil them first. Don't boil your batteries. Don't stick them in cases if they're loose.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just my worry, because it's obviously aimed at hobbyist vapors, but how many non-hobbyist vapors or new time vapors are going to go in, buy that? I want the best latest.
I could pretty much guarantee a new time vapor isn't going to go in and spend 120 for 130 quid on a mod.
I don't know.
Especially something as customizable as a DNA 200.
Oh, J Vapor Reviews. He works in a model shop. He's put lipo in that situation are fine. You want to see the state of some lipos that come into the model shop. They're no worse than a 650 to handle. There you go.
I can imagine that I can imagine that because not everyone that wants to shoot up a drone is going to be invested in battery safety, are they?
Yeah, or an RC car.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, just don't stab it with a knife. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Yeah, I really like that, and you are right. They should have maybe done a sliding door for the DNA 200, the Fusion. But I mean,
I think that was just a thing that they couldn't actually do.
they've even got a DNA 200 Mini, I think they call it, the Fusion, and it's 900 mAh. So the same mAh as the Vapor Shark.
Not seen, but that's Vapor Shark. Yeah.
Well, the Vapor Shark's 900 mAh, but at the same time, you got to look at the zip charge, and it charges pretty quickly. I wouldn't say it's pointless. If you're using a Rose or a K-Fun on it or something like that at 14, 15 watts, that's not pointless.
No, fair.
You know, not everybody's into their 300 watt clouds, bruh.
You're right, bruh. No jesting. Right. What have we got next?
I don't know. That is what I was talking about. Chris J. Bullshit. My trust files are 3,200 mAh. Perfect. That's about right.
I'm just full of new products basically this evening.
Cool.
I'm not doing TPD because.
What's to talk about though? You know, TPD. What new developments is there? There isn't any really.
I don't know. The new developments are that group on Facebook have rallied a protest march, haven't they? That's going on sometime soon on a Saturday.
They just had a one at Westminster, didn't they? A couple of weeks ago, last week.
Oh, is that the one that's just gone? Is it?
Yeah. I think they had about 60 there. But the thing, right? Okay, here's. Now, you know, I may be speaking out of term or something here, but, right, what's the biggest event in London coming up for vapors? Vape Jam. So why not organise it on the Saturday of Vape Jam? You know, maybe do it 10 o'clock in the morning, that's an hour before it opens, Vape Jam opens.
And get everybody from Vape Jam to rock up at Westminster.
Exactly. That's what I don't get. Why do it on a weekend where potentially no one can get to fucking London? You know, it wasn't well thought out. I think in terms of you know the dates.
A lot of these protest groups that have come about in the last 3 months, 4 months, are incredibly militant about it. After the horses fucked off to Algeria, they're incredibly militant about it, but they don't quite know how to tie it in with bigger business, or they don't like big business in vaping. One or the other, I reckon.
Yeah, it was an odd one. You know, even you see, London's always going to be tricky for a lot of people anyway, because you're looking at a huge amount of investment to get to London or something like that, and it's not in everybody's budget. I would have thought, being in London, that there would have been a lot more London vapors there, because that's got to be, you know, there's got to be a few thousand at least in London alone. So yeah, it's just a tricky one, isn't it? Plus, a lot of people, you know, I'm not trying to put it down. I think that doing something is better than doing nothing, that's for sure. But it just didn't seem to happen the way that it should have done. I'm
not surprised, though. I'm not surprised because those who know about TPD and have known about TPD for the last 2 or 3 years know that it's too late now. It's just too late.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's all the advocacy talk I've got to to talk of.
Yeah, there's just nothing really to say. You know, we're 6 weeks out nearly, and there's just nothing. There's just, you know, it's leaving a lot of people in the dark, isn't it? People
It is
don't
indeed.
know what they're going to do.
And we're still waiting on consultation for a few things as well. So, anyway, let's move on. More new product stuff.
Well, yeah, we can carry on talking about more new products. I can't wait to see all the new products. I can't wait to go to the Modders Gallery at Vape
That's
Jam.
really good.
Yeah, that does look interesting, doesn't it?
That looks awesome. I mean, a lot of it's going to be high end, but still, you know, to meet the makers behind some of this gear is going to be absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
I hope it is high end. I'm sorry I'm not going actually because for the Modders Gallery, and probably the Modders Gallery alone, because I would imagine that'll be the most interesting part of the whole thing.
I doubt it. I think Liquid State, Space Jam, and Cosmic Charlie's Talk Dust is going to be the best thing about it.
Compromise. All right, so Council of Vapor came out with that. What was that tiny nano device they came out with?
The Mini Volt.
That's the Badger, the Mini Volt. So eLeaf, it seems, had a look at the Mini Volt and thought, I want a bit of that. I want a bit of that Mini Volt action. And so they have come out. Does everybody know about this, or am I?
No.
No, I don't know.
So they have come forward with not the Nano, not the Micro. It's the Pico. Get it up.
Oh yeah, the Pico.
The old the new Pico. It's an 18650 single cell mod, and it goes up to 45 watts. And I think it's firmware upgradable. Says there at the top. Comes in all those alarmingly dull colours apart from pink.
That is shade grey.
And he's holding his mod like James holds his e-liquid.
Well, no, he's still using his opposable thumb, you know, evolution and all that.
That's how you mod. Just like that.
Well, that tube at the top isn't where your ASCII goes, is it? That's the actual.
No.
That's where your blade 18650 goes into, isn't it?
That's to compensate for the 18650. That's your end cap. That's your top cap for the.
Yeah,
back.
there you go. Yeah. It's actually. I think it's quite nice that they've managed to get a single 18650 in that, because the Mini Volt doesn't really have enough battery power. I don't think for the size of it. I'm not sure how much battery power it has. If I go to here, the Nano, the Tesla Nano, supposedly 3,600 mAh.
It's not, is it?
I don't know. I can't be sure unless someone's testing it.
Well, I don't think as much as a single 18650 battery, because it doesn't last as long as a single 18650 battery mod. You know, running at 40 watts, something like the Vic Mini VTC outlasts it. So I don't think it is.
Do you know what? I read something the other day on Reddit that apparently LiPo discharge faster anyway. Which is probably what that is. I'm not sure how true that is. I read it on Reddit, so you know it's. But that's given the other end of the spectrum, because mods are getting bigger and bigger in terms of wattage, but they're also getting smaller and smaller in terms of form factor and size.
And that's something that I absolutely love actually about the way the industry is going at the moment. These nano devices that kind of started in the back end of last year, didn't they? With something like the IPv-D2. Kind of started last year with the nano devices, but this is smaller again, isn't it? I don't know. When I first saw it, I thought, "Fuck, that's ugly," but now I'm warming to it a bit more.
I don't mind it. I mean, the only thing I don't like about it is it's got iStick written on it.
Yep.
Now, I'm just going to go to chat. Jason Harris said you got the wrong Nano. The 100 is better. I disagree. I actually prefer the styling of that.
Styling, that's brilliant.
Over the 100. The 100 is just a square fucking box.
And badly built square box.
I'm not going to go into build quality because I've never actually touched one, but said reacted to the bishop. Apparently it's 1-1, by the way, in football now.
Thank God for that. I was hoping the Netherlands were going to lose.
No, it's 1-all. We were 1-0 ahead,
Yeah, good.
and now we're not. It's 1-all.
Right, we've got a competition to draw, haven't we?
Have we?
Yes.
Oh fuck.
I bumped it to the top for you, mate.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Right. Sorry about this.
I've got more
Unorganised.
news. This is what competition. I've got more products, more news.
Well, we'll go through the competition first. Oh yeah, it was the one that James looking. Well, yeah. Ah, Jesus Christ! I've not been in any mood to organise anything this week. So what are we doing then?
I'm going to pick one.
Well, you can pick one then.
Yeah, and it's going to be.
What's the caption competition again?
It
Do you
was
want to
James had the sunglasses and the hat on and that face.
Yeah.
Go on then.
I'm going to have to say that it's going to be Maffy MC. He said, "Hello everybody, my name is Heston Blumenthal. I've been kicked through Sports Direct and I have a vape problem. Did I mention Space Jam?"
You
Wait,
really
what's
do
that?
look like Heston Blumenthal. It's quite uncanny.
Oh, there you go. I found it. Let me just share that to everybody. So Maffy MC.
Yeah.
And if I present to everybody, can you see my cursor?
Yeah.
It's there.
What?
There.
Can you not make it big,
Oh well, that's not the first time I've heard that.
Rick?
Yeah, it's going. There. That one.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, so Maffy MC, you've won 100ml of the Yorkshire Vapor Juice.
Yay!
Hey.
I have been told quite often that I do look like Heston Blumenthal.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
I just think it's the glasses. I think it's just these wraparound glasses things that I've got.
No, I just don't. No, I can't see it.
No.
Probably say more. Oh, hang on. Facebook is starting to kick off. Ah, look at that face. Just not sure how long ago this was, but just so he can have 5 minutes of fame. Yay, lovely James, look.
Oh, that's nice hair. That's nice hair and beard.
We don't know what the competition is going to be this week. We will probably decide after the show, or at least give us until tomorrow, and then we'll post it up on the Facebook group. Because after tomorrow, I am off work and heading up to London on Thursday.
Boom!
Woo!
Oh, that was a sort of broken up woo there from you.
Woo! Woo!
Oh, Matthew McCallum is the guy, and he's in chat. He said, "Over the moon, guys." Over the moon. Thanks, guys. Well happy in the YouTube chat. So, Matthew, if you want to message me, because Tom's off at the moment, so if you message me, I will pass it on to Dale or Lindsay, and they will get your order sorted. What I will stipulate is the 100 mils are only in 3 milligram. Well, 3 milligram max.
Yeah.
I think
1.5 and 0 as well.
Yeah.
I think. Is that right, Dale? 1.5 and 0. I think it is.
Chris J. Bullshit has put in chat, are we not organising a VT UK or Yorkshire Vapor Meet at Vape Jam? Well, Tom's not going to be there.
I think it's going to be very, very easy. Just follow the smell of bullshit, and you'll get to Chris.
Yeah, you can all come and see me because I should be working, so I won't be doing too much wandering around.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, if you are there and you really want it, you can buy me a beer. I'm gonna try the Big Tom effect. Buy me a Coke, buy me a beer.
I bought. Don't buy him a beer. I bought Rick a beer at Vapor Expo last year and didn't get. In fact, I bought him 2 and didn't get 1 back.
Yes, you did. No, I bought James the beer.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got me one.
I bought
Didn't get
James a
one back.
beer. Well,
I
that's
bought one.
because everybody knows where you're coming in or around. You know, you got to buy at least catch up.
Well, we were on the first beer, Rick. Anyway,
Well, James fucked off to the VIP section, didn't he?
No, no, not Expo. Not Expo.
Oh,
After,
Expo.
yeah, after you buggered off, me and Grumpy carried on, and we went to one bar and it didn't have any. Went to another bar. I think we paid about 17 quid for a bottle of.
I have absolutely no memory of this, so well done, James.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't know because I was driving anyway. Apparently, Dale's going to make sure I get absolutely trolleyed. Fair enough. Carry on.
That's good. Why would you argue with that?
Oh no! Don't, please don't.
Please no, don't get me.
Please, yeah, don't buy me a beer.
Yeah. Don't come to the booth I'm on and bring me a burger and water and whatever you do.
What should we do next? We've done the competition and like we've talked about Vapor Jam or whatever it's called. Have you done the Zigelli 213 yet on this show?
No.
The what?
We have,
The brand new up and coming Zigelli 213. So Zigelli worked with, what was that company called in California? Supremo, yeah, for the Moonshot.
Yeah.
RDTA. Apparently, I haven't had a go. I have had a go on the Moonshot actually. The Vapor Z birthday a month or so back, bit less than that, and I thought it was absolutely fucking fantastic.
oh,
This is their collaboration. That's a bad picture. This is their collaboration. This is Zigelli's second collaboration with Supremo, and it's the 213. It's
that does look kind of nice.
It does, yeah. It's a dual 18650, and yeah, 213 volts apparently.
Volts, you're doing the volts and watts thing again. You're mixing
Fucking
them
hell,
up.
I am. Yeah, I'd just like to make a sincere apology to the whole vape community. In my last video, the Yorkshire Vapor Review, I said I was vaping at 46 volts. I wasn't, of course. I was vaping at 40.
Do you know what? I'm actually really surprised at the amount of one person said it apart from you. So it's people saying how nice it looks. I'm not impressed by it. I think where they've got the charging port or the upgrade port or whatever you want to call it is completely fucking ridiculous. Well, at least it's not on the bottom. That's the start.
The bottom is ridiculous. On the side is absolutely fine, you dick. Rick, put the silver picture in because that gold, in my opinion anyway, and yeah, it's subjective, but...
It's not that one, it's that one.
No, it's in the chat, Rick. It's in our chat.
Oh, is it?
I put a link in for you ages ago.
Oh, well, I'm glad someone did.
Okay, so...
that looks nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it looks like... Supremo have obviously got some good design bods behind them. The Moonshot was a cool looking Atty, but not only that, but the packaging is awesome as well. It's got like this space age packaging on it, and I don't know. I think that looks like a really nice looking mod.
I like it.
And it's got some.
The gold one looks absolutely fucking horrendous, though.
Yeah, but if you like bling and you like gold, you're gonna love it, aren't you? But this looks a bit different from the rest of the crowd at the moment, and it does everything like a normal mod does. It does temperature control, it does power control, but it also does something interesting with temperature control. They've taken like a new. They've got a power up functionality, which is exactly the same as the power up functionality of the DNA 200. If you want it to ramp up to 200 watts when you've got it set to 45 watts, you can do that. But the most I don't know, the newest thing about this is you don't need to download temperature coefficient. You can use TFR, which is temperature factor of resistance, which apparently is a much more efficient and is a much better way of doing temperature control.
All right.
Oh yeah.
What baffles me is why people are still trying to come up with new innovation, new technology towards temperature control. For the most part, a lot of people that I know have tried it, and I tried it, and I enjoyed it, but I've just gone back to regular Camphor and regular sort of N80 and stuff like that.
I'm pretty sure the reason why is because of the potential hazards of vaping above certain wattages, of the damage that it could be doing with the wires in there. So yeah, I think that's what it is. It's very much about promoting a safer vaping option. Of course, you know the diodes.
Why not just limit the watts down to 100 watts then, rather than?
Because there's no regulation, so it's going to happen because people want it. People want more watts. People want more power. Vapors want all the power.
Do you know what? I haven't sat here and gone, I could really do with a 213 watt device. Why not just say 200?
You didn't even know you wanted a DNA 200 though, did you? And you got one.
Can you imagine taking a dry hit at 300 watts though? Or
yeah, but why would you be stupid enough to fucking do it?
Because there are some stupid people out there.
Oh, it's like, fucking give it a break, you dickheads. Just vape at 20 watts. I'm probably going to cough my guts up because it's got menthol in it.
You know, like Matt Tunisi said, screw temperature control, and Joe's come in and said, agreed, screw it. It's not for me. I don't use it very often, only when I'm judging a device. But are you using it right now, Rick? You look happy with that vape.
No, I'm just vaping at 20 watts, and I can't taste fucking anything. This cold is really pissing me off. I hope I still haven't got it for Vape Jam when I'm testing juices and just trying flavours. Alan Butler said temperature control is a gimmick. I think it's been about too long now to be a gimmick. It's there.
There's obviously demand for it.
I think the thing is that someone was saying to me about the Kanga CL mod, you know, that child-proofing lock is a gimmick. Well, if the gimmick works, then it's not a gimmick, it's a feature.
Yeah.
I think so far, temperature control has been fuzzy, to say the least. And in that respect, I think so far it has been a gimmick because there are so many boxes available with temp control now. A lot of them don't work. That is a gimmick. I think if we reach a point in the future where we can use Canthal in temp control, then that will then cease to become a gimmick and will become an important feature. I think inhaling carbon monoxide from cotton wool is not good. And if we can eliminate that completely from vaping, I think that will be a good thing. That's just my opinion.
And it, you know, it's obviously got a selling factor, because otherwise, if it was a gimmick, people wouldn't keep on producing temp control mods. It wouldn't be a factor. You know, nickel. Well, we know that there's a potential danger with vapor nickel, but they're still doing temp control devices for nickel and for titanium and for stainless steel. So it obviously has a demand. So that makes, you know, we might not do it. I don't vape it very often at all anymore. Like Damon said, I just do it when I'm testing out devices. But obviously there are some people out there, customers out there, which are creating enough demand for it that it's being supplied. So
yeah, you know, I hear from people around the Facebook groups that all they use is temp control and power to them. If they've got a good temp control device and it works for them, then that's bloody great. Yeah. Because a dry hit is not good for anybody, and if we can eliminate dry hits from vaping completely, I think that's a good thing. It won't happen with MET mods, obviously. It's only going to be with regulated mods, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it has huge potential. I just think it needs to be changed a bit.
I've been saying that since they first came up with the temp control. That it is, you know, potentially the future of vaping. It just needs to be done in the right way, and it's still in its infancy because it's a very tricky thing to do. It's not just like heating up Canthal. Because you just need a chip which will supply power to that candle.
Yeah.
Temp control, you need the algorithm right, you need the chipset right. It's a very tricky thing, and I still don't think they've found the correct wire to do it on yet.
I don't know. Stainless steel might be the one, but
it's close. But it's a very clean taste. What I've found, my preferred flavour profile is desserty, creamy flavours, and I've not found with temp control yet, because there's not enough power going into the coil. It doesn't get warm enough to produce or to get that flavour coming out of it. So, until they can get that done, then it's still not right for me.
I get you there completely, James. Yeah, and yeah, custards and desserts are my main favourite flavour profile anyway. But it's not just that. It's also on some devices I can feel the rattlesnaking of temp control. I can feel the limitation kicking in when I vape. It's not a smooth vape, and until temp control becomes a completely smooth vape, I'm out.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, you're not going to win a cloud comp with temp control.
No, not quite.
No.
Not even you could do that, Rick.
Well, it has been said that I couldn't win one.
Yeah.
So the only last thing I've got to talk about is old school going new school, but we've got no time, have we?
Yeah, we have. You talk about it.
Okay, so here's the new Pro Vape Pro Vari Procyon. It's a tube mod. The tube mod.
That does surprise me. That really does surprise me. A tube mod.
What from Pro? Well, they do a box now as well. To be fair to them, but they were never gonna drop. Pro Vape were never. I mean, this is going back yonks, isn't it? This device. Maybe a lot of people watching that won't know just how groundbreaking Pro Vape were when they came up with the Pro Vari. It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yeah. Well,
do you know what it reminds me of?
What?
And it's not exactly the same, but the old.
The CF.
This CF mod, but obviously no OLED screen on it. But
and the only difference is the cost, because that motherfucker's $220.
Good old Pro Vape.
I mean, they make that. I don't know if you've ever held one or used one, but all right, it's a tube, but they are very, very, very well made tubes.
Yeah.
This beast goes all the way to 50 watts.
How many?
50.
What? Jesus, how are you ever going to use 50 watts?
How are we ever going to use that? It's got an on-off mode. I think Pro Vape have basically lost it. It's got an on-off mode that allows you to shut off the unit completely.
No way. You turn it off.
And then you can turn it back on.
Like, you can reboot this. You can reboot this thing.
Next you're going to tell me it's got a 510 on it?
It has got a 510, but I mean, the only interesting thing I can see is the end cap. Can you put that up again, Rick?
Do you know what interests me? It's even got a P3 thread on it.
P3, eh?
Yeah, P3.
The end cap. The end cap looks a bit different. Can you zoom in on that? No, fuck it. I don't know. I think they've lost the plot, basically. They were one of the most groundbreaking, innovative manufacturers at high end on the planet, and they've, I think, lost it a bit.
Yeah, I think that's nothing innovative or groundbreaking there. But people buy it.
People will buy it. It looks like it's got like a silk matte finish to it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that rubberized matte finish to it, yeah. But
no, like a silky matte, just like a,
Yeah. But, there's nothing else there. Battery icon tells you how much energy is left in the battery.
No way.
Nice.
Seriously, guys. Check all mode allows the user to see all their critical settings at a quick glance with one button press.
How did we ever live without that?
Guys, we're in future now.
Now.
Anyway, fuckers, we're done.
Yeah, we're done.
I need to get to bed.
Go rest yourself, Ricola.
Oh yeah.
Sleep well, princess.
Well, the problem is, I went to bed, right? It's unusual for me to go to bed before midnight. I went to bed at 11 o'clock last night, and I just basically woke up every 10 minutes. And at 4 a.m., I thought, fuck it, right, just get out of bed. And I got out of bed, sorted my shit out, and went to work. So I'm shattered as well, really. Yeah.
Smokers
Right. Well, I'll see you all at Vape Jam. Come find me at Charlie's Liquid State or Space.
Fuck off.
Where can they find you again, James?
No one knows.
They can find me Space Jam. They can find me at Charlie's or at Liquid State.
Or if you're looking around, just look for the hordes of people in the Yorkshire Vapor t-shirts. They're the cool, important people that you need to watch out for.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to go to Vape Jam, I'm in Kendal, so if you want to come up to Kendal, and I'll show you my DNA 200.
Take some waders.
For God's sake, take some waders.
And on that last cough,
We're out.
we're off.
Peace.
Peace. And love to the benefit.
Peace. Peace.
Stay
True.
long and prosper.
Trim your fucking nails, you cunt.